Playhouse, and today I just want to talk about a few gaming announcements and updates that's going on in the Nintendo world. Recently, we just had the new Smash Ultimate trailer just released, and boy was it ever epic. There's a lot of build-up for this game, and especially with this new trailer, it was so cool that it actually became a meme of itself. Everyone on Twitter just had to jump in onto this because the trailer, there's no background music. You just hear foot patterns and clangs of swords bashing back and forth. It's a really epic trailer, so I definitely implore you to go watch it. But since there's no background music, everybody jumped on board and overlaid their very own music or the best songs that they thought would fit with this trailer. And it is amazing. It just became a huge meme. It blew up all over Twitter that, myself, I had to jump in onto this. So I picked one of my favorite songs, of course, from Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, especially the Breath of the Wild E3 trailer. That music is so amazing, and it really it pumps you up, and it's really fitting with this Smash trailer. It just fits really well, it sounds good, so go check that out. It's my last video that I put up. But people on Twitter got really crazy with this. They put some of the most absurd songs, anything out there, even outside from the video game genre. One of my favorites was actually the Pokemon song from the actual Pokemon show. That's a really good one. It just fits really well. It pumps you up for the trailer. It looks so good. But boy, people got really insane. They were putting songs like from the 80s. They were putting Toto, Africa. They put Take On Me by Aha. They even went as far as to put the Titanic song, My Heart Will Go On. That right there alone was absolutely one of my favorites. It just fits so well, so definitely go look that up. Just type it in online. That's news right there. Smash Ultimate, the newest trailer. So much hype for this game. I cannot wait for it. I'm gonna have to finish the games that I'm currently playing because there's a lot to play. I'm currently playing Skyrim. Wow, I am absolutely loving that game. I have over 130 hours into that game. I never thought I would. I would never thought that Skyrim would be really one of my favorite games, but it is just so good. It's such a massive open world, so much to do. There's a lot of quests to go on through that game. Mainly, I found that I'm playing that game through the quests. It's just one after another. They're never ending. They're basically just never ending. It's so much, and it's such a grand adventure, and I definitely recommend playing it. It'd probably be better on PC because, PC has all the mods. But, if you haven't ever played the game like myself, playing on the Switch is a great way to go because you get all the DLC. It is in HD. It's a great, fantastic adventure. It's basically like playing a real-life version of D&D. So if you're a fan of Dungeons & Dragons, if you're a fan of role-playing, definitely Skyrim is for you. I will be doing an upcoming episode of my impressions of that game. And then sadly, I do want to mention a great man, an iconic, a legend of a hero of mine, the creator of many of our favorite superheroes. You have Spider-Man, you have the Hulk, you have the whole entire X-Men franchise, that whole universe. Majority of our favorite Avengers that we have, Iron Man, Doctor Strange, all the greats. Sadly, Stan Lee, one of the iconic legends, has passed away. Get a moment of silence. Such a legend. Rest in peace, Stan Lee. You'll be dearly missed. We love all those superheroes that you have created. They're a part of our childhood, a part of our lives. We grew up, reading the comics, watching the cartoons, and now into adults, just watching the epic movies that are on in the MCU universe. And one of the things that we look forward to in them was your appearance cameos. They were always so great and funny. They were short little clips of just Stan Lee coming in and appearing, and it brought joy to our hearts. So rest in peace, Stan Lee. You'll be missed, and you'll definitely live on through our memories and in future generations. On to some more lighter news. Well, we have a Pokemon movie coming out in 2019. I don't know where this came from. This kind of slid under the radar, or at least mine. I had no clue. A trailer just dropped on it yesterday, so go ahead and just check out the new Pokemon trailer. It's for Detective Pikachu. If you don't know what that is an actual Pokemon game. I know it sounds weird. Out of all the Pokemon games in the entire franchise, for them to make a movie on is Detective Pikachu. It released back in 2016, so just 2 years ago for the 3DS. I guess it's a very popular game, or it's a good enough of a game. I never played it, but they decided to make a movie of it. And I understand, I guess it is fitting, because you can take that and put it into a real world scenario, because it's a live action Pokemon movie. And I gotta say that it actually looks really good. I am actually legit excited for this. I know it actually seemed kind of weird seeing actual Pokemon in real life. Some of them have fur. Who would have known that Pikachu, oh, he has fur. Well, yeah, if you read a Pokedex, Pikachu's got fur. I see a lot of people complaining about it. They're saying, oh, you know, the character, they shouldn't be furry like that, and Charizard, he shouldn't be menacing and scary. If you watch the cartoon, Charizard is menacing and scary. He'll eat you. But apparently, so for our first impressions, it has gotten pretty decent reviews, so I'm actually really excited for this. You know, hopefully this will be the very first actual video game movie to be successful. That would be huge for the video game world, because, you know, video games, they just don't translate well into movies. Some reason, I'm not too sure why, they just can't capture the essence of the true video game. They either lose it on the story or the action. They just try to put their own spin on it. I mean, it just blows my mind that they just can't seem to make good movies out of video games. There have been some movies that, you know, they're alright, but, you know, and that's what we have to work with. So hopefully, Detective Pikachu will be really great. And staying on track with Pokemon, well, we have Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee releasing on the 16th. So that's just in 2 days, or today, whenever I actually release this video. So it could be out now, so go to stores and get it. I already pre-ordered it. I was going to pre-order the Eevee version, but then I just decided last minute to just go for Pikachu, because, you know, Pikachu, well, he's a mascot, he's iconic, so I had to go with it. I haven't played that many Pokemon games. I'm not the biggest fan of Pokemon. I enjoy it for what it is. I know it's a very popular series, it's long running. I just never really played them all, so I never really get into it. I watched the show quite a bit, not too often, but I did watch it when I was younger, so I have a little bit of a connection. So I think this Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee will be a great introduction for people like myself, people that aren't the biggest fans of the franchise. I know a lot of people are disappointed that it's not a mainline Pokemon game. You know, it's more for the casual market like myself. You know, it's trying to tap into that market with the Pokemon Go. There's a lot of people still playing, to this day, Pokemon Go. Where I work every day, there's just people every day going back and forth catching Pokemon. You know, kids, teenagers, adults, elderly people. Who would know that even elderly people are catching Pokemon? It's funny to see. It's crazy. You know, seeing families getting outdoors, playing games together, that's actually a great thing. So the Pokemon Go, it is still huge, and it's good for people because it does get people moving. I know it got kind of crazy, you know, people got annoyed, you know, all these people out there playing Pokemon Go. Well, it's a popular game, it's fun, you know, you gotta catch them all. And now we're taking that to the at-home console, well, portable as well, you know, Nintendo Switch. But again, it is a casual Pokemon game, so it's not going to be for everyone. But I'm pretty sure that it's gonna sell like hotcakes, because it is Pokemon, and Pokemon sells well no matter what. So I am excited for it. It's coming out, so I have to finish Skyrim quickly, although Skyrim is never ending, so who knows. A quick announcement with the Nintendo eShop, they did update the search engine, so now you can actually search in categories, which is really great. You can search for games with demos. I like that. You could before, but it was just hard to find. Now they actually have different menu options for you to actually search through. There's actual categories that breaks it down in different genres of video games. So if you're a certain, you know, if you like arcade, if you like platforming, RPGs, there's different sections for each genre. So that's, you know, that's a big thing. You would think it would have been implemented from the beginning, because that's just a no-brainer, but finally we got it, and we do have that section for demos. I do like that, because demos are free, so why not download them? A new game for Nintendo Switch just released on the 13th, the SNK 40th Anniversary Collection. 24 games on this collection for $40. That's pretty good, it's not bad, and it's all the great legendary arcade games. So if you're a fan of the arcade games from back in the day, you know, they were really great games, even though a lot of them did come to, you know, Sega Genesis and Super Nintendo, but they were just better in the arcade. Something about the arcade that just couldn't quite capture completely on the Super Nintendo and the Sega Genesis, you know, certain, you know, console limitations. So 24 great SNK games, you know, you have a bunch of platformers, a couple RPGs, some shooter games, you know, a lot of great arcade games will be on Nintendo Switch. That is really great, all in one collection. And on other news, similar to the SNK 40th Anniversary Collection, is that we have the PS1 Classic releasing December 4th, if I'm not mistaken. It's coming out really soon. Let me know if you're going to get it, because I'm not 100% sold on it. It's $100, and a lot of the games, you know, I don't know if they're really that great or bad or not, because I just don't have that much of a connection with the PS1. I never really played much PlayStation. I didn't have a PlayStation growing up. I didn't know very many people that did. I grew up with the Nintendo 64. That's what I had. You know, I knew the games that were on PlayStation, but I didn't have it, so I didn't play any of it. I have no nostalgia for any of the games. It wasn't until like my later teenage years that, you know, I knew people that had a PlayStation, and we would get together and we'd play some games. So some of the games I did play, but again, I don't have any connection to majority of the games, especially the ones that are on the PS1 Classic. I don't know why they went with those games, but there are 20 games from PlayStation on that Classic. It's a simple plug-and-play game, just like the Super Nintendo Classic and the NES Classic. But this is more money. It's $100. I'm not sold on it, but let me know if you're going to get it. It's releasing pretty soon, December 4th. So, we'll see. The Video Game Nominee Awards has just released, so we have nominations for Game of the Year for 2018. We have Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Celeste, we have God of War, of course, we knew that would be coming, Marvel's Spider-Man, Monster Hunter World, that's another great one, and Red Dead Redemption 2. You can vote for any one of those 6 right now. Just go to the Twitter page for the Game Awards, and you can pick any one that you want. I personally voted for Celeste, because I know it's the underdog, and it probably will lose to the others, because there are some heavy hitters on that awards list. So I went for the underdog, mainly because, well, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 isn't even on that list. Where is Xenoblade Chronicles 2? I know technically it released in 2017, however, it was December 2017, so technically it wasn't even in the running for the 2017 Game Awards, so it's actually in the running for 2018 Game Awards, but they're leaving it out of the equation. So much that they're leaving out of the equation for all of the awards. It's not even nominated for anything, so I don't know what's going on. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is well deserving to be in this ceremony show. It probably will get other awards from other game award ceremonies, but this isn't the big one that we have in the States, and Xenoblade Chronicles 2, if you played it, you know how amazing of a game that is, and it deserves to be on this list. If not the Game of the Year, at least any one of the best RPG, although that might be, hopefully be going to Octopath Traveler, but it is something, anything, it is deserving to at least be nominated. But right now, the Game Awards, you can go ahead and cast your vote. It's your choosing, your picking, and well, we'll see who wins. So let me know what you guys think about the new Smash trailer. Are you excited for this game? I am extremely pumped for it. I cannot wait to play this game. Let me know if you're gonna jump in on the Pokemon Let's Go game, because I know it's releasing right now, and I'm excited for it. I'm going to play it. I'm going to get into it. Are you going to go out and see the Pokemon Detective Pikachu movie when it releases next year? I'm actually, you know, it looks good. I think it'll be great for just movies in general, for video game movies. You know, especially with that Mario movie that's going to be coming out in a few years. That good things are coming. So thank you for joining us today for another episode of Wormys Playhouse, and please like, comment, and subscribe, and follow me on Twitter, and we'll see you again for another episode. We'll see you then. Bye. Jeez, so many great games that are coming out. We have Smash coming, we have Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. It's coming out now. I gotta play it. What am I gonna do? I'm still playing Skyrim. I got so much to do in Skyrim. It's such a big, massive world. So many quests to do. So many dragons to slay. Oh, I gotta go do it. I gotta finish that game. I got other games I gotta go finish. What am I gonna do? Too many games.